get ready with me to go take my son to his doctor's appointment and talk about how he got a concussion. So, it was about a week ago. My son was at recess and it's been raining a lot, and so they were having the kids play football on the blacktop, and he like backpedaled to go catch the ball and smacked his head on the concrete wall. So he had to go to the office for feeling dizzy and feeling like he was gonna puke. So then I went and picked him up, and he said he was hungry, so I figured I would take him home and monitor him to see if it progressed at all before taking him to the hospital. And so then I made him some noodles, and then he ended up puking everywhere. So I took him in, and they like did the normal scans to see if his eyes were dilating and see what happened, and the back of his head was bleeding, so they were like trying to address that and stuff. And then they basically just wanted to monitor him for a while, so we were there like 5 hours, I think, just being monitored and coming and check on him. And then they ran a CT scan, and of course it wasn't covered by insurance, so that's cool. And yeah, so he just he definitely got a concussion without loss of consciousness, but he was definitely lethargic, and so they just wanted to make sure like he was fine and wasn't gonna puke again. Then after a while they discharged us, and we basically just went home and rested, even though I had to go take my other daughter to her father, and he was like feeling sick in the car ride and stuff. And so we basically just went home, and I cooked dinner, and we rested that night. Even though we only have TV on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I allowed them to sit there and rest and watch a family movie while I was cooking and afterwards, because I needed him to sit still. That's the only time I can get him to sit still and pay attention to anything, really, is when he's focused on something. Otherwise, he's got these mannerisms where he's like constantly doing like backflips and jumping off the wall. And so I needed him to sit still, and so that's what we did. And back in my day when I got a concussion, they said that you need to put your brain on rest. You can't sleep, you can't watch TV, you can't do anything. And I like tried to get him to read, and he read for a little bit, but was like, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this. But he wasn't tired enough to take a nap, so he watched TV. And then yeah, the next few days we went to a dino exhibit for my daughter's birthday because it was in town, and he was unable to bounce in the bounce houses, which was kind of a bummer. I did allow him to ride the like electric scooters. They're like four-wheelers, but because they're not supposed to ride a bike, but I was like, you know what, this is the one thing you can do here. So I allowed him to do it. And then we had to go get some things at the store for dinner that night, and he ended up complaining of a headache from, he was like trying to skip hop the cracks because he was doing like the step on a crack, break your mom's back thing, and he ended up getting a headache from that. So we ended up resting again, and at school they've been having a really hard time. Usually he's so phenomenal in school and is the top of his class and all these things, sitting still, very focused, and finishes his classwork way easier to where, you know, he sits there and reads the rest of the time while everybody else catches up or whatever. But they've been having a hard time pretty much all week trying to get him to sit still. So the nurse was like, I need you to send me what the hospital had stated, and we need to work up a plan, because since this is going to be like at least a 2-week thing where he's supposed to sit still, they might give him more tablet time or something to get him to stay still. But I guess he's just having a hard time focusing in class, which is so unlike him. And I think that it's because I'm trying to make him sit still because he cannot be wrestling and doing all the things that he's normally doing. And I think that's why he's letting out energy in class, is because he has all this pent up energy. So I feel so bad for him, but we have to go to the doctor today. We did have a chiropractor appointment the other day, and I'm hoping that helped his neck. He was complaining of his neck hurting, probably from like, you know, whiplashing. And he did really good with that, but like always, we always go to the chiropractor like weekly. And so yeah, I'm hoping we can figure out something that works for him, because I can only imagine being such a hyperactive kid and then not being able to do anything. But yeah, there's a lot going on over here. I will probably do a life update here soon. I filmed a folding clothes with me and answering some of y'all's questions since we've been gone for a while, and I just started posting again, which I'm excited to be back. I won't be posting my content like I used to about my like showing my kids or anything, but I'm excited to be back because I like sharing the way that we eat and the way we do things around here, because it is so different than a majority of families, I will say. Like, I mean, obviously people eat clean and eat organic, but I'm a single mom of 5 kids, and I've had 3 home births, and, you know, co-parenting and, you know, all the things. And I have people invested in our family, and that's how I've met a lot of people that I'm really close to, is by us used to be huge on here back in the family vlogging days, and we miss y'all. Or I miss y'all. I miss the community aspect of it. I lived in a place that was severely lonely and like cult-like and I no longer live there, and I'll be moving even further here soon, and so maybe we'll share all of that. But as of right now, we're just doing like what we eat and me grocery shopping and me getting ready and me folding clothes and doing mom things, because I run a daycare and I'm constantly doing everything for my kids. Like, I literally live and breathe and do everything for my children. So there you go. I will be posting that update here soon, so if you want to follow along, go ahead and click subscribe, and don't forget to like this video and go check out our other ones. Bye guys.